A tough one.
My most vivid cinema memories? That's a very good question.
It's such an exciting thing going to the cinema, and I think it brings me back to my childhood actually, and seeing Back to the Future in the cinema for the first time when I was a kid is probably one of the earliest films I went to see.
And then the films that really kind of made a big impact on me. So I remember seeing Apocalypse Now in the 70s and The Deer Hunter. And I think I went into the cinema, one person, and came out completely changed after I'd seen those. They had a massive impact.
I have so many vivid cinema memories. I think my very first vivid cinema memory was from Ben-Hur. Shows how old I am, and particularly the crucifixion scene, which is like totally blew me away at the time. And it's a great use of light and drama and music and everything.
My name is Peter Sykes. I'm the Strategic Technology Development Manager for Sony Professional Solutions Europe.
My name is Spencer Stevens. I'm Chief Technology Officer at Sony Pictures, and I've been working in this industry for about getting on for 20 years.
So my name's Gavin McCarran. I'm the Technical Marketing Manager for Sony Europe, and my expertise is around the technical information to do with TVs.
Next to me here, this is the F55 camera. This is part of Sony's Cine Alta camera lineup. The camera's been around now for about, I guess about 4 years since we launched the camera. So this is a camera that's designed for a range of applications. It's been used in the market for TV episodic, drama. It's been used to shoot feature films. Some customers have used it to capture opera and music events, for example. So it's a very high performance camera. It's got a single sensor. It's got a fantastic latitude, so it can capture all the details in the picture from the dark areas, in the shadows. Very fantastic highlight handling as well. And it's got a really wonderful color space. So it's a great way to start to acquire images for HDR production and ultimately for delivery to home.
So in the past, cameras were able to capture a lot of information, a lot of light information and a lot of color information. The problem was that in post-production, a lot of this information was lost. Essentially, it was, I suppose, compressed out of the picture. And that's because TVs at that time didn't have the ability to display a wide range of brightness or this additional color range. Today's TVs, though, they have the ability to show a really wide range of brightness, and they have the ability to show a wider range of colors and tones. And that's what HDR at this time is really delivering. So we're seeing a big kind of step change, both in terms of technology and the way content is captured, to really deliver us this amazing picture quality.
Now is the right time for HDR to be launched because the technology is available, because we've got 4K, we've got away from the legacy, the restrictive legacy of cathode ray tubes. And since the standards are shifting, there is a step function change in the standards with 4K, then frankly, throwing every single improvement we can make into the pot right now is exactly what we need to do, because we're now stabilizing 4K, high dynamic range, BT 2020, together, much better consumer experience. And now's the right time to do that because the technology is available to produce that way and also to display that way, to bring it to the consumer.
I think HDR is a game changer in the industry. If you look at high dynamic range and the performance that it can provide with the highlight handling, the black level performance, detail in the shadows, the wide color space, if you combine that with 4K resolution, and you have a great piece of content that's been beautifully shot, for example, and you take that through to the home, I think that will be a game changer, and I think people are starting to appreciate the picture performance that high dynamic range can bring.
So one of the unique things about Sony is the fact that we have this great lens to living room story. So when a customer is sat at home watching their TV, maybe it's a movie or a TV show, there's quite a high likelihood that was originally captured on a Sony camera in the first place. And that's such a lovely and powerful story, actually, is the fact that Sony has had an influence on every single step of the way, from the cameras and the lens, going through the workflow, going through, maybe they've seen that movie in a cinema previously, projected on a Sony projector in one of our Sony digital cinemas, and then watching it at home as well. And that's the really kind of quite powerful thing, quite powerful story, that they can be sitting at home watching their movie on an XD9 III that was originally captured on a Sony camera as well. The XD9 III stands out in picture quality, in design and in user experience. For picture quality, what we're always looking for is to deliver the most accurate picture quality possible. And our unique technologies such as Slim Backlight Drive with Extended Dynamic Range Pro really deliver on that to give great picture quality in an incredibly good looking TV as well. Triluminous display, giving that accuracy of colour in the picture is incredibly important. We don't want to see overblown artificial looking colours. We want to see the accuracy, we want to see what we see in real life. X1 processor, upscaling content, so your full HD looks fantastic near 4K picture quality. Your TV shows that you watch coming in from your different terrestrial TV channels look fantastic. That's where we really stand out.
I think the biggest single advantage of HDR is about creating a more immersive experience for the audience. I mean, one of the very important things about storytelling, whether it be television, movies or stage plays, is the suspension of disbelief in the audience. The audience needs to be able to allow themselves to be taken out of their immediate circumstances and become part of the story, become an observer to the story. And high dynamic range is just one of those ways that does that. It creates such a vivid picture, it suddenly looks, you're just sucked into it.